third month he was there. I had the strawberry on one side and the horse on the other.
Very nice.
Okay, okay.
I don't say that, I just like say that usually because I'm like, please.
Thank you. The time is now 4 o'clock, and we'd like to call the Veterans Advisory Board meeting to order. If we'd please rise and do the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I need notes. Okay. At this time, we hold the Citizens Open Forum. Anybody wishing to speak at tonight's meeting on any items that are not on the agenda, please rise, take the oath from the clerk.
Oh, no, wrong board. We don't do a swearing in here.
Never mind.
Except for the planning board, right? Our Board of Adjustment.
Okay, well, in that case, it's a citizens forum, and anybody wishing to speak, please, well, do we still state your name and address for the record?
Yes.
Okay, we'll go with that one then.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Janice Llewellyn. I'm a resident of Oldsmar. I live at 212 Bengal Circle, and I'm here today representing the VFW, Veterans of Foreign War, and the Veterans of Foreign War Auxiliary. I know I've spoken here before, so I'm just going to give you some more information and to request that we continue an open dialogue of working together in partnership on the veterans events. And also, we are going to be doing a couple of initiatives to try to get a comprehensive list of our Blue Star families, not our Gold Star families. We were unaware that we have many Blue Star families, many of which have returned recently from Afghanistan and other places. And so we're going to try to get a comprehensive list together so that the Gold Star families can give them some advice, some help, some program direction. So with your assistance, I hope that you will help me do that also. Last time I was here, I spoke about our project, which is called You've Been Flagged. Phase 1 completed, we got 250 flags in the ground of Oldsmar, of our homes, in only 2 communities so far. Our next phase is called Raise This Flag First, and it's to raise our American flags first. And we will begin on February 1st, and we have a very aggressive agenda of getting 500 in the ground by Memorial Day. So I hope that I'm going to leave you information on our project, my business cards. You can reach me if you'd like to join us or help us in any way, or if you have any more questions. But that's why I'm here. I'm just here to say good news. Phase 2 is beginning. Get your flags up because we're coming. Okay, any other questions?
How would you like us to help, or in what manner, when fashion, other than just supporting you?
Do you want me back tonight?
No.
Yes, please, otherwise no one can hear you.
Thank you.
We have begun an initial conversation with the high schools, both Eastlake and Palm Harbor, and now we're going to enter into a dialogue with Countryside. Countryside High School has an ROTC program, and we are interested in working with their ROTC to become a color guard, whether it's for us exclusively or wherever they go. At the high school level in Oldsmar, we are in contact. We have 2 parents that have students that are playing in the current band and/or choirs and choruses. And their director is very interested in being involved with your programming at the veterans events. I think that would be very nice. And those 2 contacts will be in touch with you about how to connect with the director of that program. But that's what we see, is an open dialogue. As well as, if you would want to put into our packet, after you see the packet of information I've given you, anything about the Veterans Advisory Committee, we'd be happy to carry that in our packet. We put together other information in the packet also, but I think that might be interesting in case people wanted to contact you or if they want to become more active. So that's what we see as just an open partnership between the Post and the Auxiliary and our council at City Hall here with you. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anybody else wishing to speak at tonight's forum?
I'd like to introduce our president. This is the president, Kathy Jo Hamilton. She came to support me and make sure I didn't goof around. So.
Okay. Thank you, welcome. Okay, at this time, we'd like the presentation of the 2021 Volunteer Gifts and Service Awards.
So you guys are the best, and well, we want to show appreciation. So basically, the volunteer appreciation banquet, we normally have that every year, and we haven't been able to have that because of COVID. We are doing it this April though, so, or hopefully, knock on wood. But in the meantime, we still wanted to express appreciation, and the mayor was unable to be here today. He's not feeling well, and so we're gonna hand out some. First, we'll hand out your awards, and then we have a special service award. So my assistant, Kathy, not you, Kathy, this Kathy, is going to hand out a cheese board.
Thank you. Thank you.
Looking like this, and it has a city seal on it. And then if you untape the back and then twist it, and I have to say a few words first, but then you twist it, and it's got utensils. It has your artillery inside.
Oh.
But,
You tried
a
out
lot
any
of
cheese over there, right?
And so, Janice was just talking about the importance of communication, everybody working together, and nothing really says that more in our community besides our volunteers and nonprofits is also the boards and the advisory board members and the contributions they make. And I'd also want to take a moment to say a great welcome to our first 2 ex officio teens who are on this board. And just look forward to growing together. But absolutely, thank you so much for all the hard work you do on the Veterans Ceremony and the Memorial Day Ceremony, fighting for, I know, Mark, you're always out there trying to keep those standards high. Is this right? And I really do appreciate all that, all of your efforts. And so there you go. Thank you very much. On behalf of council as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Some of you have been here longer than others. Now, Mark, you've been on the board for a long time, and I think you've already gotten, how long now? Over 20?
30.
30.
Congratulations.
Oh, 30 years on the board, yeah. So John Paskert has been on the board for 5 years. Is it really? So this is a 2021 award, and he came on the board in 2016. And I still can't, 2016 seems like yesterday. So I just want to say thank you. I'm going to go ahead and give it to you now.
5?
Well, now 6, technically.
Really?
Yeah, that long.
Thank you very much.
So he just told me that working with the clerk's office is so cool, and I just wanted to share that with everybody. He didn't.
Thank you.
Clearly, I need to take this opportunity more often so I can get better at what I'm doing. But also your chair, John Ruckert, has his 5-year award from 2021. And of course, he's not here tonight because has a family thing going on. But there we go.
I'd like to correct, I haven't been on this board for 30, but I've been on since the original, since I started it way back when. Okay, thank you. Okay. At this time, I'd like to have approval of the minutes dated September 27th, 2021.
Yep, so you approve it.
Okay. Okay. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Carried all. Thank you. This time we'll have a discussion of the Memorial Day ceremony.
Okay, Chip is not available today, but John Lindsay is here, and he's the new supervisor of leisure services, took over from Bryn, and so he's going to be handling the information as far as the Memorial Day services.
Great, thank you. Good afternoon, sir.
So I kind of did a little bit of research. I'm kind of new to this, but I started when we did the
Veterans Day event, which from what I understand is fairly similar in scope. So really my question to you is there anything that you want to change with how we handled Veterans Day or how we previously done Memorial Day?
Okay. The only thing that I think that we had discussed or whatever, and I don't believe I was at the last meeting, or might have been, is we had always had a guest speaker.
Okay.
And I think that not only in time constraints, but now with people will give their speeches as far as present the speeches, they'll say what they want to say, we'll approve what they want to say, and then they get up on the podium and then they say something a little bit different. And sometimes it put us in a little bit of position. So I guess it was discussed among the board, possibly staff, that we're going to do without guest speakers. It should be probably an possibly easy thing for us to do or whatever. And we'll just go forward and, like it says, have the mayor give the speech or any other dignitaries, whether we have Bill Arakis' group or any of the other congressmen, senators, or representatives from any other groups give their speech. So.
I have a program from 2019. Okay. Would it be easier for you if I just ran through that program and then we just kind of pick and choose what we want to keep?
That would be fine.
Okay, so it started off with a commemorative brick presentation. Do we still want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Then a welcome, obviously we'll do that. Invocation, presentation of colors, Pledge of Allegiance, national anthem, recognition of dignitaries.
Yes.
The mayor will speak. Now, this is where we have like an introduction of keynote speakers. We don't want speakers, so we're going to
it has worked. I think the last two meetings there's probably the last 2 or 3 ceremonies we have not had keynote speakers.
Okay. You want to continue that then?
I would,
no
yes.
Keynote.
Unless something comes up and we could always add to it if we by chance happen to have somebody that will qualify or whatever, but like I said, chasing somebody down because there's a lot of speakers in demand for Memorial Day and Veterans Day, so.
Gotcha. Okay. Symbols of service and sacrifice?
That's if, I guess if Tony and or one of her group want to do that.
Yeah, the Gold Star mothers and families normally take care of that.
Okay, if they opt to do that, okay, that would be a contact with either Tony or, I don't know, it's, I guess even a VFW auxiliary could do that. Okay, so if Tony or Craig, Tony or her group doesn't want to do that, or she's busy or whatever, then we could do the symbols. We'll still do symbols of service, but we'll have the VFW do it as a backup.
Okay, the VFW or the VFWA?
Auxiliary.
Okay.
At your last meeting, we had requested to be part of the ceremony, either set up the POW table in its meeting or the folding of the flag. And it was pushed from Veterans Day to Memorial Day because it had more meaning at Memorial Day.
Okay.
And we're still available to do that if you would like to add that.
Okay. Well, we did the folding of the flag on one, but I think John Rucker took care of that.
Yeah, he had done that in the past, but it is definitely more appropriate for Memorial Day than
Right.
Veterans Day. That's what
Did he do it for Memorial Day? I believe it was done for Memorial Day.
Mhm.
Yes, so John Rucker probably had done that. So we're going to check because he was in uniform and he brought another officer or person in uniform to do that, not taking it away from your group or abilities.
No problem.
But we'll see, and once again, if John can't do it or will not do it,
We'll back it up.
it'd be great to back up or whatever.
Several of our members are in uniform, so.
Okay.
Okay, then we had Gold Star Family Recognition. That was done by the mayor.
Okay.
Want to continue with that? Placing of the wreath,
Yes.
obviously. Rifle salute, caps.
Okay, it depends on who we can get for that, because there's been times in the past we had everybody from the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office to Admiral Farragut to who knows who or whatever. American Legion did it or whatever. I guess we don't necessarily need as much as a rifle salute. And the reason they do that is still a lot of old veterans get real nervous about rifle salutes, no matter how long they've been on. Okay, so that's one of the things. But if they have it and it's done properly, and if they have a color guard that has a rifle salute with it, that's fine. But I guess the problem is finding, one of the big problems is finding a color guard to present the colors and to remove the colors. Now, the sheriff's office presented the colors, but then after they presented the colors, they left. And then we had the colors up there, and they stayed up there for a while until city leisure services took them down. Okay. So the one at I guess the contact, and John, you may know that, whatever, I guess the VFW is in contact with, I believe, Alonzo High School.
Yeah.
With their color guard and their honor guard?
Yeah, they were there at the last one.
Okay, they were the last one. So if you could possibly get with Alexa and group or whatever and tell them, I mean, see if they'd be interested in doing the Memorial Day ceremony.
Yeah, I would think that good chance they would.
Okay.
I know on this last one, I took some photos of them there and blew them up 8 by 10 and gave them to them to pass them out to the.
Okay, were you the contact? Were you the contact for the color guard, or was that somebody else?
No, that's another fellow. Right, he comes to all our meetings. He's right now he's taking Dave's old job there.
Okay.
And
His name is Ross, right?
and he's doing additional his original work besides.
Okay. All right, so if we get with, I guess you could give Alexa the contact for the Alonzo, whoever in the VFW contacts the Alonzo color guard or rifle guard, and see if we could use them again for the presentation of the colors and or removal. That'd be great. But like I said, I think the other thing that we had at one time, was it Memorial Day or Veterans Day, where we had the eagle?
Oh, both.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Like the eagle?
the eagle is great if we can get that. That seemed to draw. Also, I'm sure the VFW and the VFW auxiliary would like to set up tents or booths or whatever with tables.
Was usually successful at Veterans Day.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Veterans Day and or Memorial Day, they set them up at both.
We do, yes, but we had a good, really big impact on it.
Okay, so, and then they set up, I guess, a table for the brick program, so there were 3 tables.
No one's probably noticed it, but the city did just put in a whole new bulletin board. They did it fast and quick, and it looks like it's always been there, but I'd say if you could also put the letters in there of that it is gonna be Veterans Day and what day that is, because I think people sort of lose track of all that.
Oh, you mean the marquee out front, the Memorial Day, okay.
Yeah, I would just call it a bulletin board, but.
Okay, well, that's fine, yeah.
You've got a nice glass enclosure on the thing now, and
Not a problem.
it'll be good to put it to use.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Next thing I had was taps.
Taps?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that would be with the
The salute,
salute or,
a closing song.
There's the other problem, getting a singer or whatever. I guess we could try to look for a singer. There was a few people. Do you ladies sing? No? Come on, I'm gonna bring you into the group here. Yeah.
Want to hurt your ears.
Okay.
And then we
Yeah,
have
if we can do with the singer, we'll try to get a singer. Like says that we've had a number of singers over the years, and possibly we still have enough time. I know John has a contact, I have a contact or whatever.
Okay.
I forget what the lady's name is, but yeah, we should be able to get a singer
Okay.
for the group. Who did we have for Veterans Day? She was very good. She was the local.
Megan? Megan
Yes.
Buckman?
Yeah.
Megan.
Yeah.
She was very good or whatever, and she seemed to be really wanted to get involved, so.
And then retiring of colors and closing.
Yeah.
And that's all we have in the program. If there's anything else you'd like to add, or
I have none.
I know there's usually refreshments afterwards.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if,
We still, are you still providing refreshments?
we could?
You are?
Yes,
Okay.
we will.
Well, that's great. Something good? Okay. Any questions?
Yeah.
Any
Yeah,
questions?
staff works
from-
really quick when they're feeding them, so.
Yeah, okay. Any questions, staff and board? Okay, no. And like I says, once Frank or John see the minutes of the meeting or discuss, or I talk to them, and if we need to add anything, we can contact you.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you my cards at the end here, so you can have my actual phone number.
Okay. And are you in the building right across from here?
I'm actually in State Street, yeah, I'm on, right next door.
Okay,
I'm not
so,
across the street, I'm
so
on the
you-
same side of the street.
oh, so you're, we're,
My friend was. Yeah,
my friend.
same
Yeah.
building.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
They put me in there, they locked the door.
Yeah, okay, that's why door's locked, okay. No, that's great, okay. So, we know where you're at.
Yes.
Got your name, got your card, in case we have any
Yep.
questions or problems. Fantastic, okay. It's pretty much covered it.
think so.
Okay, beautiful. Ladies, your time for input.
I don't really have any. I think that sounds good to me.
Mhm.
Very much agree. Thank you.
Okay, don't be shy. We're all friends. Not as scary as we look, huh? Okay. Okay, discussion of disposition of replaced Veterans Memorial Bronze.
We have this, and Alexa said, hey, Ann, what do we do with it? Should we give it to Oldsmar Historical Society? And I said, let's ask the board. It's been replaced. This is the bronze plaque that says Don Bohr
Yes.
on it. So we just need a recommendation from the board if you would approve offering it to the Historical Society. And then I would figure out the city mechanism for doing that.
What we did, we just got a new one because this is all faded and peeling, so we
Yeah.
just replaced it with a brand
Weathered.
new one, so we didn't know what to do with this particular piece.
Would we give it to the Historical Society, or would we offer it to Mrs. Bohr?
Oh, see, there's that also, or Chris Bohr,
Or the son?
yeah. So this is exactly why,
That's why I come up, that's why you paid me the big bucks. Come on,
that's right, it's why you earned your cheese board, sir.
Cheese board,
You earned
yeah,
your
but-
cheese board today.
Yeah, I got 2 cheese boards, but, yeah, what do they call it?
Is there a time capsule that I could go in?
That'd be a huge time capsule.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would like to offer a suggestion on that
To the family?
to the family first, an offer, and if they want to say, instead of disposing it, it says if you don't want it, please give it to the Historical Society.
Yeah, the
okay,
museum.
all right, so,
You could give it to Mrs. Bohr first. What's her name? Jane.
Jane Bohr,
Jane Bohr first, and then if she doesn't want
or
it,
family maybe,
and or this, because there's just what, Jane and son, right? There's
Chris,
Chris. There's only 2 of them, I believe.
there might be others.
Well, either way, they're the 2 main ones or whatever, either Jane or Chris, and then if they don't want it, don't toss it or melt it down or anything. Just send it to, please give it to, with the stipulation that we give it to, they give it to the Oldsmar Historical Society.
Okay, I still
right
need to
Right.
run it through, the operational side of the city to make sure I do everything right there. I just wanted the board's recommendation first.
Okay,
so
that would
that's
be,
Consensus.
that would be my, and John, anything?
No.
Okay, great. Okay, discuss pending board vacancies. Corey Knowles? Okay, could you?
I have my notes. Okay. So Corey Knowles has turned in his resignation. It hasn't been officially accepted by council, but that's just a formality. and he was a full-time board member. So now we have 2 alternates, and I guess the thing would be, should one of the alternates be recommended to move to full board position?
That's been past practice, has it not?
Yeah, that's been our usual practice, that's the tradition. So Mr. Paskert, I don't know if you're interested or not, you're alternate 1.
I like alternate.
You like alternate,
Yeah.
and then, of course, we'd be offering to John Mastermarky,
John
but we would
wants it.
need a vote to recommend council move Mr. Mastermarky from alternate to full-time, if that's his
Okay, I'd
wish.
like to make a motion that we move John from alternate position,
I second it.
okay, to full-time position.
Okay, thank you very much, and hopefully I'll be, hopefully I'll be here 100%.
Moving up the corporate ladder fast, aren't you?
Move it up, okay.
You already
Okay,
put the name out there, so.
I guess we got all in favor, say
Aye.
aye, and you accepted the position, so thank you.
All right, so we'll put that on the board meeting for February, that's time, I think I could put it on for February 1st, and then, of course, that means we'll be looking for an alternate board member to
Okay.
fill for alternate number 2 vacancy.
Are we taking names from the list that we already have, or are you gonna re-advertise? Or both?
On the current list, I don't think we have anybody who's a veteran, and that is the preference of the board, to have a veteran
Oh,
occupied.
yeah, okay.
So we'll probably do a call out and see.
Yeah,
who might be
at this
interested.
time, I'd still like to put the word out to
Yeah, that's great.
so the veterans, and because you probably have a lot,
Yeah.
many more contacts, more there with, like I says, with the husbands of there that we are in need of.
We'll post it on our website, yeah.
Okay, we're in need. And then it was just be with getting with Ann or Kathy.
In your last meeting, you had about almost 20 names that you're added to the wall out there.
Okay.
That'd be a good start.
So, but like I said, it's kind of funny because we've been doing this for, we've been doing this for quite some time, and it's just, it seems like pulling teeth after a while. It's just,
Well, I think VFW could probably
yeah,
provide.
now that we have
You were talking about supporting kind of
yeah, we
stuff.
have the VFW involved, and now, like I says, we'll get with Mr. Bear, Commander or whatever, and get him to put a little push on it or whatever, since he seems to be really involved in it, so. Great,
So we'll plan to have interviews at the next board meeting.
right,
Okay.
that'd be great.
Great.
Okay. Just a quick question. The ladies, they're just for, I don't want to say just for discussion, but for comments or criticism, at no time will they be able to vote on anything?
Correct, they're ex officio members, so they cannot motion, second, or vote, they absolutely can make recommendations or
Okay.
offer perspectives. And I've also, I was talking with them earlier today about helping out at veterans ceremonies and Memorial Day ceremonies and all that, so,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I wasn't at the last meeting where, I guess, you ladies first came out on board or whatever, so I just wanted to know exactly the position and any input you could give us, just jump in there. We'll like to listen to it. Okay. Any board comments? Criticisms? Anything? Nothing? Okay. Our next meeting will be
April 25th.
April,
April 25th.
what happened to
4
February? I
o'clock.
thought you said something about February.
No, April. February, what are you doing to me? This is January.
Doesn't matter, I like meetings.
April.
We get like presents and food and everything. Oh,
The food, I see.
okay. So the next meeting is April,
April 25th at
April
4
tw-
o'clock.
okay. Okay. And if the baby comes on time, I should be able to make that then.
Aw,
I mean, it's a month away, I mean,
right?
so, all right. At this time, I'd like to call for adjournment.
Second?
Okay, all in favor?
Favor?
All right.
All right, so carried all. Thank you very much. Okay, Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Okay. And gentlemen, thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
And bang the hammer.